Give me my bag.
What? What a night it is. Shawnee homecoming.
Good to be back in the Jim Thorpe Stadium this evening on this Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening here, alongside my good friend Daniel. Always a good afternoon for football and an environment that is none other that I can really attest to, although I'm new here, so I'm probably a little bit biased, but always a great evening for some high school athletics.
Yeah, there is a buzz in the stadium to welcome the Wolves back off a disappointing loss to Durant last week. Really looking to get back into the winning form here tonight against 1-6 Tulsa Edison.
Absolutely. As I was thinking about the game, this coach match, I don't really want to set the game up in that atmosphere or that light, but you definitely want to see our Wolves trending in the right direction after two relatively heartbreaking losses, two tough losses, just two good, very well-coached football teams. You want to see our team get back on the winning side of things.
You certainly do, and, I'm one of those that threw out, Coach, the must-win scenario. If we're looking at a playoff spot at all, this is a team that we must beat in Tulsa Edison, coming in the lower echelon of the district. Let's just face it, that's just where they are. And if we want to be ending in the top four, we got to win this game. And actually, the games coming to town after that, we really now have put ourselves in a situation where we got to win.
Absolutely. There's a lot to be said about battling through adversity, overcoming some obstacles, and being able to turn the page. And I think if I know Coach McDonald's staff very well, that's what they've been preaching all week long. Hey, let's get back to doing what we do best. We've obviously had a few stumbles in the road. Now's the time to get back on the right track.
Well, homecoming festivities tonight, just beautiful as ever. They did them at 5:30, between 5:30 and 6. The crowd has remained. The weather is really nice for football weather. Tonight, I anticipate our offense to really get a boost with Braylon Lassiter coming back, the senior signal caller, but he's just so talented with his legs and his arm.
But he's not alone. He has a host of playmakers around him that really highlight his abilities, one being Katie Palmer, number 3 Tate McLennan, and then you have Travion Barber and a host of receivers out on the outside that can really, really open things up for the Wolves offense.
Yeah, and we talk about KD. He was another one who was out last week, and he's one of those guys that are going both ways, just like Jaquan Evans. And let's just give a shout out, King Jaquan Evans.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to Jaquan Evans, just a fine young man, well respected among his peers.
How about in those integral guys like those two who are going both ways, Coach? How do they physically stay after it for the entire game?
Well, I would like to think that a lot of that has to do with youth. I mean, when you're young, you have a lot of energy, especially when the lights get on, adrenaline's pumping. But I think it really centers back to having that will to win. There's probably several guys on our roster that play both ways. Riley Story, you've seen him on the linebacking core, but he's also played a little bit of running back. And I know Ramel Slaughter plays on both sides of the ball. And you got to have guys like that if you're able to do anything special with your team, is guys who are willing to play on both sides of the football and make plays wherever they can.
And as we go to the defensive side, really, those guys have shut down the opposition in the first half of our two losses just recently. Their numbers are really, really good when you look at the yards, total yards that they give up, the passing yardage they give up. I mean, still, our offense outgaining our opposition by over 1,000 yards, which at this point of the season is just phenomenal.
Absolutely, and if you followed our call and follow this team over the course of this season, you've been able to see that the talent is there, the resources, the tools are there. A lot of the time we found ourselves on the wrong side of things has been self-inflicted wounds, turnovers, miscues, things that we can control. But it's not for lack of talent or lack of effort for sure. And so I'm excited to see where the Wolves hang their hat tonight.
Well, we will be back as the captains are coming to the field. We're going to take a quick break. We've got just a few minutes before kickoff. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Together, we're building community one season at a time.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Gear up your family with unique request one-off orders at Bleacher Season online store. That's right, little brother, dad, and mom with clothes and gear unique to your family. A bunch of cool gear to order. Bleacher Season makes your idea a reality. Gear up for the games at bleacherseason.com. Kevin Hanna, Frontier Commercial Group, specializes in both commercial and residential real estate. Whether you're looking to secure the perfect commercial space or find your dream home, Kevin's team helps you achieve your real estate goals. Visit Kevin's interactive website to get started today.
In today's world, fast and reliable internet isn't a luxury. CVEC Fiber is connecting our community with 100% fiber optic internet. From ultra-smooth gaming to crystal clear video calls, you'll never miss a moment. Visit CVECfiber.com to sign up.
Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle repaired as it should be, back at top condition. Trust Downtown Auto Body, Main Street, Shawnee. At McElroy and Owens Funeral Group, your loved one never leaves our care. From your first phone call at the time of loss through final resting, we are with you. Stop by McElroy and Owens for a visit today. Ready. What a night, man, Chad. I mean, I love this shot. Great shot by our team as we've got Cade McKee out there. We've got Logan Skelton out there, King Jaquan Evans, and Nolan Ward. And you know what I love the best about that?
What's that?
We only have one senior of the three captains.
Exactly. That speaks volumes when you talk about culture and you talk about building a program when you have guys who have earned the right to be a captain that aren't your oldest guys in your locker room. And I think that's very evident with our team here at Shawnee.
It's so true, and that means the culture within the program is really coming a long way. And let's talk a little bit about Cade McKee, just a sophomore. He really has shown up big the last couple of weeks. It's as if he's catching his stride now mid-season.
Yeah, and I think when you get to this point in the season, everybody's on high alert. Everybody understands that each game becomes more magnified. But it just seems like Cade is really taking that in stride and kind of seems like he's really taking his game to another level as well.
Well, and then we go over to his counterpart there, heading up the middle and the quarterback, really, of the defense, Nolan Ward, a junior. Coaches tell us he's probably played more football games in a Shawnee uniform over the last 3 years than any other player in the field.
Again, that just speaks to the culture that Coach Madonna and his staff are building. And a guy like Nolan, you can really rely on him on that linebacking core. It's like you say, call out things, see things, make adjustments, and get everybody positioned where they need to be.
Well, and then we go down to Logan Skelton. That's a name that they hear a lot, but you don't really see a lot because he's always right in the middle and in the thick of things. How important is that we have a player like Logan Skelton in the middle?
It's very important. When you talk about getting pressure on the quarterback, a lot of the times that's your linebackers and your defensive backs who are able to make those plays, but it doesn't happen without a strong nose guard, a strong interior line there in the defensive trenches. And Logan's a guy that you can really rely on to plug up gaps, absorb double team, and open up holes for those linebackers to get back there.
It is a lot of fun to watch out here at Jim Thorpe Stadium. This is your first experience, your first season here. I hadn't heard you say, that you haven't seen something like this before. It feels different, doesn't it?
It is. I go home and tell my parents, about the atmosphere and just the excitement and just the community involvement. I mean, things have been up and down, so to speak, for the year in terms of wins and losses, but you wouldn't know that coming out here, seeing all the pomp and circumstance with the fans here, and it helps when it's a night like homecoming when you get to really highlight and celebrate your students like tonight.
Well, it's certainly a lot of fun, and the Wolves are about to break through. We'll see with the smoke as they come through. And I want to mention as well just the participation that has occurred in the athletic department with the elementary schools and having those kids run out like that. You know, I had parents stopping me so excited when I was down there by the concession and I mean, they're excited and they're bringing their kids out. It's so much fun for those kids to be able to be on this turf.
And that's what it's about. You want to be involved in the community. You want to give your fans and your families something to be excited about, and you want to give those kids something to be excited about. And truth be told, Dan, I'm sitting here watching those kids run out, and I'm thinking to myself, man, how can I incorporate something like that into basketball season? That's exciting. That's what you want to see for those kids.
It certainly is. Now, big-time players that we won't be watching tonight, Rosario Serena, he's out. So I'm wondering to see who now steps into that center spot. Is it going to be Caden Bray? Not sure who it's going to be. And also the flow. He tweaked his leg a little bit. He's going to be out, Jay Hunt, and he's one of those two-way guys, somebody that we really depend on. How do we see responding when you've got two starters? And this has happened the last 2 weeks, honestly. We had 3 out big time 2 weeks ago against Coweta. Here comes the Wolves. I love that. We are ready, and we'll get back to. So we have some injuries. We've had to deal with that for the last. This is our 3rd week in a row. But at this time of the year in football, every team across the state is dealing with those kind of things. It is no excuse. We're not looking for excuses. But tonight it's time to be able to adapt and come out with a victory. You have to have it.
Absolutely, and you hear it all the time in sports, next man up. So I know there'll be a host of guys, a committee of guys who fill in those gaps, and so you plug them in and you keep it rolling.
That's what we're going to have to do, as the Wolves will get the ball first. They're going to come out on offense, as we expect again to see Braylon Lassiter leading tonight. We would expect to see Tate McClendon out there, Ramel Slaughter, and we expect to see KD back.
Yeah, and those two guys make up a lot of our offense and our defense. And so it's good to have those guys back in the fold because they can make plays and change the game very, very quickly.
Well, McClendon, number 5 in the state in 5A. He's averaging over 100 yards a game. I'd love to call him big play because he's one of those guys that chips into the middle, chips into the middle, chips into the middle. Then as he'll get a crease, he's gone, man. Not a lot of people can catch him.
Man, and it's actually kind of funny, Daniel, that you say that because for the first 3 or 4 weeks of the season, I kept hearing his name, kept calling his name. Didn't know who he was, really. I'd never really interacted with him, and I finally stopped him in the hallway.
Yeah.
And I said, man, keep doing what you're doing. I love the way you run. You run really hard, and you have a bright future. And he said, yes, sir, I appreciate it. So that speaks volumes.
That was all he said.
That's all he said.
And he looked at you in the eye, and he was absorbing everything that you were saying to him. That's what I recognized about Tate. The very first time that I spoke with him, he stopped, he turned, he looked me eye to eye, and I knew I had another person's 100% attention. And that's a gift.
Absolutely.
That's a gift even as an adult to be able to do. And I believe with you, great things for Tate McClendon. And I was talking to the coaches, and this is why it's so fun to be out here and so fun to watch. Close to, I believe they already have 8 players with offers on the table coming off of this football team. And the coaches actively help their players go on to the next level.
Absolutely. That's just a byproduct of what this game can do. This sport, athletics are about helping young people be able to set themselves up for success. And you love to see that, and kids getting opportunities to enhance their career and be able to change their life.
Well, I think that we are prepared for kickoff as the Wolves we look forward to seeing this offense. Over 2,500 yards of total offense, averaging over or at 140 yards per game on the passing side. We expect to see improvement in that side this week, as they have 1,600 yards rushing for over 225 yards a game. As we talk about McClendon and Lassiter, also a top 20 rusher in 5A. That's going to be taken by Simmons as he heads back, and he's got a crease. Simmons going through the 40. Simmons with the opening kickoff. Simmons to the 20. Simmons down to the 15. 10. Opening. Homecoming night. Wolves touchdown!
What a run there by Simmons. Great blocking there out in front. And there's a lot of ways to start a football game, but there's not many more ways more exciting than that one right there, Daniel.
Dylan Simmons all over that as he takes off down the sideline all the way for a Wolves touchdown. Love to see it. 15 seconds in, Wolves got 6. They have to replace, it looks like, they have to replace their holder as the holder came out. Talione, and this is what the Sioux First sophomore Talione does. I guarantee you he has not been practicing this, but there was an equipment call that took the holder out. He's got to come in cold, put it down, kick it, and Falcon makes it true. Sophomore and junior making it happen. 7-0 Wolves. Will be back.
Transition off of a typical type of insurance into the Medicare realm, man, that relieved a lot of pressure from me. And I thought, I need to tell people about this. I need to tell you, if you are approaching Medicare, if you're approaching the age of 60, or maybe you're older than 60 or late 50s, or if you just have insurance questions about your health insurance, Jim Pierce is really an easy guy to sit down and talk with, and he gives you straightforward answers while you're there. He'll ask you your information, put it into the computer, and just talk you through different options, and it's no obligation. Nothing did he ever pressure me to actually purchase something from him. But man, he sure gained my trust with the answers that he was able to give me and the peace of mind and peace of heart he was able to give me in this complicated realm of insurance, and especially as I approach 60. I am still just a kid at 60, but Jim Pierce, I recommend to you for any of your health insurance questions. Give Jim a call and let him advise you with your insurance needs.
At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with...
Ben Falcon with the kickoff for the Wolves. He angles it to the sideline, and perfect kick again by Ben Falcon. Chad, that's something that Coach Madonna mentioned, just how well the junior set us up with the kickoffs.
Great kick there. Sends the receiver out of bounds, so the ball will be spotted there right at the 20 or right around the 20. Great kick there, setting the Wolves up in great position here.
Yeah, that's been difficult for the Wolves throughout the season, just navigating that kickoff. We've been seeing a lot up around the 40, 45-yard line, and Falcon really been working on that. And the last couple of games it's shown. Edison lining up as the Wolves set. Give up the middle, Travion Barber. That's Nolan Ward. Hits him at the line of scrimmage with the tackle. We have Nolan Ward, Travion Barber on that right side. On that left side, you got Cade McKee, and I haven't seen him out there, but I am guessing there he is. Jaden Smith over there as well. Our corners, Ramel Slaughter and Dylan Simmons, the 88-yard kickoff return for a touchdown from Dylan. Garrett looks to be out there as well. Who am I missing? Up front, Logan Skelton. Riley Story, and on that far side, I think that's Streeter again.
Yes, sir. That's number 53, Streeter. And that left end.
They're going to go in the air. That's on Simmons, and that's a good catch. Not bad coverage. It was just a good throw and a good catch.
Yeah, and that was a great throw there by the quarterback, Peephouse, for Edison. Receiver got a bit of a step on Simmons and got an extra little burst there at the end for the nice little pickup for first down.
We do see Lassiter out there now at safety, and big number 53 is the one with that tackle, and that is James Hooks. James Hooks, not Streeter, as Hooks came in and did a stellar job last week against Durant. I didn't have his name on that roster, and we got a call. Somebody filling us in, and that's why, because he's just a freshman, just joining the varsity squad the last few weeks, and now he's out there starting on homecoming night.
Great play there by Hooks, getting some pressure there, and again, he was out there last week making plays, and what it might have been in some of his first snaps of the year, and you can tell his future is very bright for the Wolves.
Yeah, he ended up as one of the leading tacklers on the team with 7 tackles when it was all said and done. So another no gain. 2nd and 10 from the 46. They're not going to be running much tonight. Jaden Smith with a 2-yard, with a hit, tackle for a loss, and that should be marked a yard, it looks like, behind the line of scrimmage, bringing us up 3rd and 11.
Get great pressure there by our interior defensive linemen, allowing our linebackers to get in the backfield, and you said it there that running up the middle right now, it doesn't seem to be a very good option for the Eagles, as our pressure has been very good. So it sets up a long third down here.
It might be 12. It looks like Jaden might have got a couple of yards on that tackle for a loss. And here comes Barber. I'm telling you, that man, that's his 25th tackle for a loss this season for Trey Barber. He's another one receiving offers. Just this last week, he got a new offer.
And Trey's a guy that can play a little bit of everything. You see him right now at the linebacker spot, but he can play in the defensive backfield as well, and you'll also see him some on the offensive side. But he's a playmaker. He makes plays, and right there you see it. He's able to get in the backfield for a sack.
Edison going to have to punt, as going deep is Braylon Lassiter.
Dylan Simmons.
On the short side is Simmons. That's a pretty good punt. Going to go out of bounds. We'll take a break. Wolves first down from their 27 when we get back.
Let's go down to that.
I feel so sick, and I don't know if I should take ibuprofen or Tylenol.
Go ask Eric.
I can't stop coughing. Surely there's something I can take to make this better.
Go ask Eric.
Wait, I just got new medicine, and I don't know if I'm allowed to have caffeine with it.
Go ask Eric.
Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary, known for their friendly family welcomes and just as friendly exits. Fred's can service your vehicle needs. Make Fred's Tire and Battery your first stop when your vehicle needs service.
So the sophomore Tal Leone actually gets the start, and we're going to get a timeout. Just a little bit of confusion out there at the start. It looks like some different starters, what we were talking about. We had Ramel out there, we had Drake Escala out there, and we also had Stick out there, I think.
Yeah, Brendan Johnson looks like he's going to get some action tonight in the 19 out there as receiver.
We had 4 across. Dylan Simmons on the close side. It was Tate McClendon next to Tal Leone. Jaquan Evans at the tackle. You have Mason Wilson there at the up back, fullback.
Play 1st and 10.
And it looks like Boston is going to be our center, Boston Stripling. It's good to see that sophomore in there getting some snaps. Gets it to Leone, and it's Tate McClendon over the left side, and it's going to be a good gain of about 3 on first down to bring up 2nd and 7.
Good run there by McLean. It's a little bit of a hitch in the snap there, but Leone was able to corral it and get it to McLennan and pick up some positive yards there.
Well, I really thought Lassiter would be starting, and that was not to be derogatory at all. The numbers are just different.
Sure.
But Tal Leone, as a sophomore, has really shown up big in so many leadership ways. You've got to love it. He was trying to get it to his sophomore buddy, Drake Costalla, there. But I wanted to point out that he's coming out. He's earned this start again. But on the other side of the field, the starting quarterback is the one that they pull out of nowhere to be able to go, hey, man, we need a holder like right now.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't understand that is a very hard thing to do, to come in, maybe relatively unexpected, catch the snap, hold it, set it to the kicker, and be able to place it cleanly.
It really is, and just can't speak enough for how this sophomore has performed this year. And that's just right over the head of Wilson. And that's going to be a 3-and-out. Tal will step back as the punter, as the two throws just incomplete.
Yeah, and a little bit of nerves there, as you can see. Kind of rushed the screen pass there. It was there, but again, that'll probably be something to watch as they try to get those playmakers out in space. And I know that Tal's a kid that I've been able to get to know, and he's a very even kill.
Yeah.
Very even kill. And so it doesn't surprise me that he's able to come in on a moment's notice and be able to make plays. I'm sure he's going to be able to make some plays here at the quarterback spot here today.
Nice punt. See what kind of roll that they get as the Wolves are going to set it down at the 37-yard line. McCurdy, the one with the touch as the defense comes back out. And again, let's try to set the defense as they come. We've got Hooks, Skelton, and Story on the front line. We've got Barber, Ward, and McKee, and Smith on our linebacking core. We've got Garrett McCurdy and Ramel Slaughter on the far side. And now checking in, Kevin Tyner, who we have seen all year long at the safety. He plugs in anywhere in that backfield. And on the close corner, it's Dylan Simmons. I think we got him right there, Coach. Edison calls for the ball. That's going to be incomplete. Forward pass. Those are always dangerous.
Yeah, it looked like they were setting up a swing screen pass there for the receiver. And to no avail. Setting up second down here for the Eagles.
Second 10.
And you mentioned a lot of interchanging parts on the offensive side, but the same can be said about our defense. You've got many guys that you could plug in and really don't skip a beat.
Yeah, and a lot of them young. It really is boding well for the Wolves into the future, as Smith is going to be credited with that tackle for a loss. It was a fumble on the snap, and that puts him well behind sticks. It's going to bring up 3rd and 16.
Interesting to see right now for defense. Send some pressure again on the quarterback, as it is an obvious pass situation, 3rd and long here. Wonder if Coach Blitz dials up a blitz to get after the quarterback here.
They go deep again to what worked for him before, and that one's going to be marked incomplete, as you would anticipate the punt unit trotting on. And the Wolves going to get that ball back on offense. It'll be interesting to see if we get Tal back.
Simmons drops back to receive the punt.
Looks like Dylan Simmons will be back to receive the punt. Again, opened up the game with a very, very explosive kickoff return, 88 yards to the house. We'll see what he can do on the punt here.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. He's going to take it at about his 29, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 22 or 23. When we come, let's stay here. let's just stay here for this.
That goes nearly
Give
40
our editor
yards.
a
Left out of
hard
bounds.
time.
Shawnee will take over at the
Nope.
23-yard
That would
line.
not be
First
good.
and
Looks
10,
like
Shawnee.
Talioni is coming back on for the offense.
And this is the first time we see KD trot out there as well. And McClendon next to him in the backfield. Wilson right behind the line. We've got Chuffy and Athan, it looks like, on the left side of that line. Chuffy Walden and Athan. Tal having a hard time, but he gets it to McClendon. McClendon breaking tackles. And that's what he does, man. He picks up 5 when there's really nothing there.
Yeah, and he's just a hard-nosed runner, very low to the ground, keeps his feet moving at all times, and picks up extra yardage there on what could have been 1 or 2 yards. He makes it a 5-yard carry there.
They mark it just the short side of the 30-yard line. Brings up a 2nd and 5 for the Wolves.
Please make your way to the south end zone. Please make your way to the south end zone.
The only calls for it, and they not messing around, but Tulsa Edison not having any of that. You don't see that very often from our line.
No. Again, right there, they brought an extra defender there, able to get in the backfield on the carry, and so that's going to push the Wolves back a few yards, setting up a long 3rd down here.
Yep, a loss of 2 on the play, back to the 28. Big 3rd down for Tau.
Yeah, I would like to see them try to get the ball to one of his playmakers, get him an easy throw, let him see something positive here as he drops back and gets it to Ramel Slaughter.
Just what you said. There is playmaker 101, and they're going to mark him down at the 45. Good delivery. He was in rhythm. He delivered a good ball.
Absolutely. Just a simple route there by Ramel Slaughter, coming back to the ball and then getting the 1st down. So you like to see that through a young quarterback, getting a completion early in the game.
You really do, in, being in rhythm and just getting a little bit of confidence, as you say, so important for a young quarterback.
Absolutely.
This give to McClendon around the left side. Going to be flags coming in, probably holding, as that's where it's thrown. That's the call, holding on the Wolves. And that's going to move them back 10, put them behind the sticks.
Yeah, and right there they try to go to the outside, had some success on the last carry up the middle, so they try to bounce to the outside. And unfortunately, sometimes for those linemen, it's hard to kind of get out there and get to your block, and so the holding is the call. And so they'll go back here, and it'll be 2nd down, or excuse me, they'll redo the 1st down as that one was on the 1st down call. So pushes it back a little bit, and back to 1st down we go.
All right, let's see how they chip away at this. Again, Leone has to pick up that snap, and it's going to be caught over there for a short gain. They're going to mark it, it looks like at the 37, which is going to be a pickup of 3.
Pass goes for 2 yards.
Great catch there by Drake Estrella on the out route. Tries to get up the field, but forced out of bounds. So be 2nd down here for the Wolves.
And talking about somebody else who you can just tell is growing in confidence since game 1, another sophomore, Estrella. He definitely seems to be Tau's go-to, so it's good to see those two working together. Tau calls for it, and he's going over the top, just out of reach, throwing it for KD, just a little bit quick.
Yeah, and you can tell there's definitely some adjusting as he's trying to catch his rhythm, and I think he just rushed that one a little bit. He had a guy in the area, but a little bit too far on the throw. And so 3rd down will be where the Wolves are.
Shout out to my daughter, Fiona. What a great thing it was for me to be able to hang out with her for homecoming. She was like, Dad, I want to go to homecoming. I want to go to homecoming. And it's just always a pleasure to be able to be with her and be able to talk with people.
Yeah, it was great. I got the chance to meet her as well. And you always love to be able to interact with your family, your friends here, especially on a night like tonight, homecoming.
McClendon is going to put his head down. He's going to pick up a few, but not enough. And again, that 1st down penalty ends up costing the Wolves a drive.
Yeah, I know it was something we kind of talked about at the top of the call, is that a lot of our struggles this year have been just self-inflicted. We've had some really good drives put together. We've had some really good defensive stands. And, you know, you never want to see penalties called, but I feel like some of those penalties we've incurred have really cost us some field position or opportunities on both sides of the football.
Leone back to punt as Edison bringing pressure and nobody back. Let's see what Tao can do with that. He gets it down to about the 21-yard line. We'll take a break. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV.
Great prices sell cars, and Casterkey Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Casterkey Auto Mart. They're good people.
Good throw gets Bertram. And that's smashed. Nothing new. We are back. Edison from their own 23-yard line. They're going to pitch it out wide and going nowhere. I believe that was Jaden Smith on the tackle. That's who it looked like. That's who it is. Big number 16.
Great containment there by Jaden Smith. Stayed in this gap and really was just right there for the play to be made. And great open field tackle there on the little toss. So sets up the Eagles for.
You know, I keep saying it, but I mean, it's plays like that. It's just fun to watch. When your team is doing that so often as this defense is doing, it's fun to watch.
Yeah, our defense has been very sound, very solid. Again, just right there in the right spot, making the play, and great open field tackle.
Pickup of 1, 2nd and 9. And I see a timeout. That helps us get some more spots in. Thanks to all of our sponsors for helping make this possible. We'll be back.
ShawneeCTV would like to thank the following community sponsors in helping make this broadcast possible. Sebastian Homes, specializing in exceptional residential properties. Grand Roofing Company. Give David James or Stephen Johns a call. Jeff Chamblin, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, enjoys helping people. Marco's Pizza. Order faster. Online. Pine Cliff Printers. Making good impressions for you. Robert Owens, McElroy and Owens Funeral Group. City Bites. Grab a bite of great food. McAllister's Deli. What can we make for you? Schlotzsky's, for a mouthful of flavor. Find your flavors at Qdoba Mexican Eats. BB Woodworks Player of the Game, every game. Lucky Day Heating and Air Conditioning. Thank you, Corey Crenshaw and crew. Legendary Tenders, Chicken Express.
We are back, 2nd and 9. Edison gets things worked out. They're going back to that left side, and they're going to pick up a little bit. Again, just a host of Wolves over there. And big number 53, again, in the middle of it, James Hooks. He's going to be a player, Coach.
Yeah, and that's your defensive end right there, making a play on the outside, getting out there, corralling the receiver. Edison really not having much success up the middle, so they'll try to swing it to the outside. Again, there's a host of Wolves there ready to make the play.
He's a big old boy, 6'1", 275 as a freshman. He's just going to continue to grow. And over there we have Jaquan Evans a lot of times at the beginning of the year. So big shoes to fill, and it's a big young man. They're going to push forward. That's a nice run by the Edison runner, just powerful as he carried a bunch of Wolves with him. Nolan Ward, the first to be there. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Edison.
Yeah, number 32 for the Eagles, Cody Mason, makes a very good run there, picking up some extra yardage for the first down as the Eagles were able to move the chains.
Be 1st and 10 from their 34, close to the 35. 1:45 and counting on homecoming night, first quarter. The Wolves with a rush, and he's not going to get away. That was Streeter again, I believe, with that tackle.
Logan Skelton also in there.
Number 53, James
Hooks. I'm saying Streeter again. You got to correct me.
James Hooks was in there. I saw Logan Skelton was also in there. It looked like the quarterback, Peephouse, was looking to his left to try to throw the ball and didn't have any time. So credit to Hooks there for getting to him first, and again, Skelton there cleaning it up.
Good defensive pressure. That was a tackle for a loss. As he had nowhere to throw it. The coverage was good in the defensive backfield. Again, Kevin Tyner back there deep for the Wolves. McCurdy, the short safety. And they're going back over and on to
Nolan Ward there. He met the receiver just as the ball got there on the screen pass. Great play there by Ward.
Yeah, you got to love that. By your deep. Actually, yeah. Ward, of course, the defensive leader on the squad, calling the plays. And that was a great play.
Screen pass trying to get him up the field, and Wolves was there to snip that one out.
Another big third down for the defense. Can they get off the field? Go over the middle. McCurdy with the pickoff. Garrett McCurdy back to the 50, 40. He could go all the way, Coach. Garrett gets nailed at the 35. I spoke too soon.
Great
but
name.
A 20-yard return after the interception for sophomore Garrett McCurdy.
What a play there by McCurdy. Hopefully we get this one on the replay. Quarterback drops back with somebody over the middle of the field, and McCurdy steps right in front of it for the interception, taking it back to the Wolves side of the field.
There we see it. That was a great catch by McCurdy, and his run back just as good.
McCurdy, only a sophomore, but has been making plays since he was a freshman for the Wolves. So that's a great sign to see when your defense can make plays both ways.
And it looks like Braylon Lasker stepping in now at quarterback, the senior, with the senior Tate right beside him. And this is what he can do. As he takes off into the hole, going to pick up a yard. Looks like he would have cut it outside, Coach. He might have had more daylight.
Yeah, he definitely had an opportunity to bounce it to the outside, but again, doesn't try to make too much happen there, and most importantly, protects the football there, keeping the ball with the Wolves.
Wesley Snow and number 66, Andrew Esler.
So, pickup of one. As let's see if we get a play off before the quarter. We do. He's going to go over to KD. KD Palmer around the outside. KD up the sideline. KD Palmer going to be run out of bounds at the 13-yard line, and that's where we will start quarter number 2. The Wolves on the move with the 7-0 lead. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Together, we're building community one season at a time.
Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Mentoring with a mission. Uplift Mentoring. When your pet is family, pause to remember. Wesley United Methodist Church. Worship, study, serve. Find your flavor at Wingstop, the wing experts. Temple Baptist Church. Delighted to serve you. Great Plains Graphics. Shawnee's store for swag. Cazadores, a local favorite Mexican restaurant. Taco Bell, satisfy your cravings. Live Moss. St. Benedict's Church, home for Shawnee football's team meals.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Kevin Hanna, Frontier Commercial Group, specializes in both commercial and residential real estate. Whether you're looking to secure the perfect commercial space or find your dream home, Kevin's team helps you achieve your real estate goals. Visit Kevin's interactive website to get started today.
We are back. Wolves 1st and 10 from the 12. That Lassiter to Palmer, hook up. Lassiter around the outside. He's going to be brought down for a loss of 2 on the play back to about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and he's very much corralled there on the outside. Wolves still threatening here. And large part to Garrett McCurdy on the interception there. But before that play happened, there was a screen pass, and I want to give credit to the young man that made the play. It was actually Jaden Smith. I thought it was Nolan Ward. Both of those guys are all around the full field on the defensive side. But that was, in fact, Jaden Smith who made the big hit there on the screen pass. So hats off to him for that. I know what it's like to be a high school student. You want all those recognition plays that you can get. So my fault, Jaden.
Jaden's got a smile on his face right now. He watches on YouTube. He let me know. Braylon to the end zone to Simons. Oh, Simmons just off his hands. That would have been awesome for Dylan to get another one just like that.
That would have been a very impressive throw there. Very, very, very impressive catch. As you see there, Lassiter looking for Simmons on the back corner there. Just incomplete for the pass.
Yeah, just incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down. And now Ben Falcon, he showed his range. I don't know if everybody remembers, but it was a pressure point in the game. He nailed a 40-yarder for this squad to put us up 17-15 last week. Yeah, it was good to see. They're giving up that quick, and it's going to be Tate McClendon in for a Wolves touchdown!
Great pass there by Lassiter on the screen, and you saw a handful of the Eagles in his face, and he just lobs it over the top, getting it to Tate McClendon. He does the rest. Touchdown, Wolves.
You know, I mean, there's a difference there between 2 years within a quarterback's life. We're gonna see Tal making those kind of plays next year, probably. But you could just see things are slower for Braylon.
Absolutely, and that just comes with maturity and age. And like you said, Tal is getting great reps right now as a sophomore.
What an adjustment by Falcons. Man, we were just talking about the hole. Do we have that on replay? I would love to see that again. If we do, before we take off for a break, if we go for a break, because we're talking about how hard this is. Now, how hard is it for a kicker when you... Oh, that's Tate. I want to see the kick, the extra point replay. There's our replay of Tate. That's great to see. Big play, McClendon. Can we maybe get the extra point? We don't have the extra point replay. But what happened was it hits the ground.
Yeah.
And the kicker had to stop.
That, I mean, again, to the untrained eye, you think, oh, he made the extra point. But there's a lot of rhythm. There's a lot of routine that goes into making those extra points. And if one little thing is off, it can mess up the whole process. And so great adaptation for our kicker there, Falcon, on the kick of extra point play to make that play happen. But it also goes hand in hand with our holder in the snap to be able to put all that together.
And I believe Max Hilton was in there, the regular holder, for that. And, you know, they made it good. Got to like it. The Wolves go up 14-0 against Edison. They're taking care of business so far. And Falcon with that corner kick, they take it at the 15-yard line. And they have nowhere to go. There's a host of Wolves around there.
You see 24 Riley Story involved there. Looks like that's number 20 as well. Taj Tharp. I'm sorry, that's number 28. Jackson Turner, who was also there early on, and a handful of other guys right there around them, gang tackling for the play there, setting up the Eagles on about the 18-yard line.
At the 18-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Edison coming back out. They've really not been able to get anything against this tough Wolves defense, giving up only 1 first down so far in the first half with 10:49 to go in the first. The give up the middle, and again, just Cade McKee there, along with, I think, Logan Skelton, and a host of Wolves on that tackle.
Again, we talked about it early on tonight about the presence of Logan Skelton being able to plug up those holes as the nose guard. He gets in the backfield, as well as our linebacking core were able to disrupt the timing of that run there.
So a pickup of just 1. And that brings up 2nd and 9 for the Wolves. Not for the Wolves, for the Eagles. Against the Wolves defense. Fumble on the play, and another loss. As in there quickly for the Wolves, ready to pounce, was Riley Story. Haven't called Riley's name too much tonight. Man, he's really put together a wonderful season.
Yeah, just a sophomore, so a lot of football ahead of him in a Shawnee uniform, but he's definitely making his presence felt early on in his career.
Going to get a timeout. We're going to take it with 9:37 to play here before halftime on homecoming night. We'll be back.
Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle repaired as it should be, back at top condition. Trust Downtown Auto Body, Main Street, Shawnee. Every detail tells a story. Every sparkle a memory waiting to be made. At L's Jewelry, timeless craftsmanship meets modern elegance, designed for life's most precious moments. L's Jewelry is Shawnee's friendly jeweler.
Get answers to your insurance questions from the insurance guy at the mall, Jim Pierce. As a part of what we do, you know I like to make recommendations of places or people that I think can help in our community. And as I've gotten older and I am closing in on Medicare and insurance needs, I really had a bunch of questions because throughout my life, I really just basically had to sign something and other people would just take care of that aspect of life. I ran into the insurance guy at the mall, Jim Pierce. I got to know him, and he made it so easy for me to understand and transition off of a typical type of insurance into the Medicare realm. Man, that relieved a lot of pressure from me. And I thought, you know, I need to tell people about this. I need to tell you, if you are approaching Medicare, if you're approaching the age of 60, or maybe you're older than 60 or late 50s, or if you just have insurance questions about your health insurance, Jim Pierce is really an easy guy.
Wolves defense, and it looks like going to be movement. We're going to back them up even more. And right now, 3rd and 14, about to be 3rd and 19. Go back 5 more.
This is a Shawnee defensive 3rd down. Let's get up and get loud.
Yep, pumping up the crowd, as is Monty Porter, doing a great job this year over the PA. Our friend, Monty Porter. Always like hearing his voice. They got a long way to go here. Going to try to go to the outside. It's going to be incomplete.
This ball's incomplete.
And I believe that was Barber out there on the coverage, and he was fighting for that ball in case it went backwards.
Yeah, it was close. It looked like it was very, very close to a lateral there, but it obviously goes forward, so it's going to be an incomplete pass, setting up a 4th down for the Eagles.
And back deep again, Dylan Simmons. Dylan's having a good night tonight. Always like to see that. Kevin Tyner on the far side against their runner. Ramel Slaughter on the near side. Getting after it. Tyner almost runs into it. Makes a quick stop. Kevin's one of those guys, he just seems unassuming, but he's always in the right place at the right time. He's always around the football. It's been like that since he's been a sophomore.
Again, Tyner, senior, primarily playing at the defensive back spot. Seeing here on our special teams. And just a sure hands, very solid. You put him in a lot of different places, and he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, he's one of those quiet, unassuming guys around his teammates, but you know the respect that he holds, just how they treat him.
Absolutely.
Gotta love it. Braylon Lasker back at quarterback. Drake Estala on this close side. It looks like Palmer on the far side. Estala in motion. Lasker stays this way. He's cutting his way through, breaking tackles. This is what he does, and he's going to get it up to the 40-yard line for, I believe, a Wolves first down.
Great run there by Lassner. He's very patient right there, trying to set up his blocks, as you see here on the replay. And he's able to fight for another 2 or 3 yards there for a first down on the ground for the Wolves.
First and 10, Shawnee.
Thing I like the most right there is he could have probably tried to make a lot more happen, because he's capable of doing that. But that might also pose the opportunity for a fumble, and he just protects the football and kind of takes what he can get.
That shows growth for the senior as McClendon makes the first one miss. McClendon's going to be gone. McClendon at the 20. McClendon down to the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown! Tate McClendon! Big play for the Shawnee Wolves!
What a run there by McClendon. And I know we'll get this one on the replay, but he makes an outstanding cut, as you see right here. Bounces it to the outside, gets to the outside edge, and it's a foot race from there, which he's going to win a lot of those if it's 1-1. Great run there by McClendon.
I've not seen him caught this year. Even with the angle, I think I've only seen him caught once.
He's very, very hard to catch as he gets an outside leverage run there. And when he gets a full head of steam, as he does a lot, there's not very many guys that he's going to see that can catch him one-on-one.
Kick connection good. Wolves go up 21-0. 8:36 to play before halftime. We'll be back.
At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
First Med Urgent Care is here. 4010 North Kickapoo, right next door to Mazzio's. Open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. Short wait times if you have to wait at all. Self-check-in. COVID, flu, strep, care.
Ben Falcon with the kick. And that's going to hit. And does it stay in bounds? Man, that almost stayed in bounds, dude. Did you see that? That would have been wild. My goodness. So the flag is going to drop. They're going to probably mark it, I think, at the 35-yard line. As I don't know if I've ever seen one be that close to it just dropped dead. Right there.
It's funny because you see him jogging off, and he's kind of relatively frustrated because he knows, man, if I would have put that one in play, we would have been cooking some grease. That just shows the skill level of our kicker there, that he's able to really decipher where he needs to place the football for it to be in play.
And so it'll be 1st and 10 for Edison at their own 35-yard line with 8:36 to play before halftime. And can't say enough about this defense. One first down in the entire first half, and my guess is Edison is pushing negative yardage right now.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see early in the game. Just get your team really in a good rhythm, establish your dominance, and really try to ride that the rest of the game.
Going again to that left side, and Barber will have none of it. I don't know why they go that side with Trey Barber, any team.
He's a playmaker. I mean, he just shoves the receiver out of the way, as you see here on the replay, and makes the open field tackle. Great play there by Barber for a loss.
I mean, how many times have we seen that? That is just so beautiful to watch. 26 tackles for a loss by Trey Barber so far this season. I mean, that's already an incredible season, and he has 2.5 games at least left to play. Lord willing.
I just think back to the opening play of the Booker T game. He sets the tone for that one, but that's what he's been doing all season.
And that's a give up the middle. It looks like Trey, the first one to start him down. Cade McKee finishing it up with the tackle assist. And it's going to be a pickup of, a yard?
Setting a long third down here for the Eagles, where they've found themselves time or two tonight. Largely in part to those first down plays for our Wolves defense for loss.
Yep. And 3-yard game. It's a yard in front of where the line of scrimmage was. We'll keep it here with 7:21 to go before halftime. As Coach Chad, man, on a night like tonight, you really like to see the Wolves putting some distance between them and their opponent. That is what has not happened the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and again, we spoke about it briefly at the top of the call. And right now, at this point in the season, you're hoping to fire on all cylinders. You're trying to generate some momentum, really hit your stride. And so this game in particular is a really good measure of what's to come for the next couple of games or so. And because if you get some momentum, you really build off this one. If things hold up as they have been today, the last two games kind of become inconsequential. Right, you're pushing forward, you're building off this one, you've got the momentum, you're kind of back where you want it to be, and now everything's right in front of you.
Well, that's what we're hoping for. The Wolves with another very good first half. This time they're putting points on the board, and talking with the coaching staff at the team meal yesterday, it's like both sides, one will be doing really great and they can't click at the same with the other side or vice versa. Tonight they're both doing well. You like to see it here in the second quarter. 3rd down and 9 from the 36-yard line of Edison. They are going to pass. Intercepted by Trey Barber. Up the sideline. Trey Barber to the 10. Trey Barber in for a Wolves touchdown.
I hope we get that one on replay because that was a screen pass that Trey Barber was able to maneuver through the blocks. You see it right here. Looks up and the ball's right there and he makes the play. And then he does the rest by taking it to the end zone. But again, just navigating those blocks on the screenplay is something you don't see very often. A great play by Trey Barber.
So that's a 37-yard return on the interception for a touchdown. Ben Falk and Max Hilton with the hold. The kick up, and it's good as the Wolves take commanding lead, 28-0 over Edison. 7:08 to play. We'll be back.
I feel so sick, and I don't know if I should take ibuprofen or Tylenol.
Go ask Eric.
I can't stop coughing. Surely there's something I can take to make this better.
Go ask Eric.
Wait, I just got new medicine, and I don't know if I'm allowed to have caffeine with it.
Go ask Eric.
Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary, known for their friendly family welcomes and just as friendly exits. Fred's can service your vehicle needs. Make Fred's Tire and Battery your first stop when your vehicle needs service.
We're back, and here's another one of those kicks by Ben Falk, and this one is going to be hit out of bounds, so it's going to be marked at about the 15-yard line as Edison unable to handle that kickoff. And that's going to, again, put our defense in a great position deep on the Edison side of the field.
Again, if you're just now tuning in, 28-0, 2 touchdowns that weren't offensive, right? Opening kickoff, run back by Dylan Simmons, and then you just saw Travion Barber take an interception back to the house for the score. But largely in part because our defense has been very, very good on first down. Very, very good.
And we talk about Ben Falcon as well, giving him some kudos with a new holder on the first extra point, a bobbled snap that he had to stop on the second one, and he's been placing his kickoffs. It's been nice to see the special teams working tonight. And that one is clean out to the outside. Who else but Barber on the tackle after the pickup of 4.
Eagles there with a swing pass to the running back, just trying to get some positive yards on first down. And again, Travion Barber runs him down, forces them out of bounds, setting up second down here. But again, going back to that interception, Travion Barber is kind of playing that linebacker rover spot, and he's one of many of our linebackers who are able to make plays in a lot of space, cover a lot of ground.
You got to like that on Coach Mike Glitch's defense. Those backers really do fill those holes, fill those gaps that those linemen, those interior linemen are creating for them. And here, let's see who the last one is up from that stack is, You saw McKee get up and Ward get up, but Logan Skelton and it looks like Nolan Ward, first one in there.
Yep. Nolan Ward getting in there, and again, there's a handful of other guys who are just flying around in football, and that's something that I know our coaching staff has really, really been big on, especially early in the year, is just our athleticism, our ability to use our playmakers and kind of do a lot of different things defensively.
5:52 and counting before halftime. The Wolves drop back into coverage, and another screen pass, well done. And that looked like Simmons.
A great tackle there.
Yeah, open field, and he was just ready for the train to hit him.
Yeah, it's going to be a first down for the Eagles there on the screen pass. So they'll get another crack at moving the ball up the field. But again, great tackle there by Dylan Simmons in the open field, as that running back had some space to run if he would have eluded the tackle.
Up to the 32-yard line, and a penalty as motion up front. And that's going to back them up 5 and make it 1st and 15.
One thing that I've also noticed today, Daniel, is of course there haven't been many drives for the offense, which is a good thing because our defense has been playing so well, but haven't had many penalties tonight.
Yeah, exactly. So important. And how that keeps everybody, engaged.
Yep.
Gotta love it. Okay. The give and the tackle. Ooh, immediately Hooks was there. Wasn't able to wrap him up. Riley Story was back there as well. They were meeting at that handoff, the two of them. Looks like we're going to have a player down. Let's see. So we're going to take a break. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV.
McKee finishes off.
ShawneeCTV would like to thank the following community sponsors in helping make this broadcast possible. Sebastian Homes, specializing in exceptional residential properties. Grand Roofing Company. Give David James or Stephen Johns a call. Jeff Chamblin, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, enjoys helping people. Marco's Pizza. Order faster. Online. Pine Cliff Printers, making good impressions for you. Robert Owens, McElroy and Owens Funeral Group. City Bites, grab a bite of great food. McAllister's Deli, what can we make for you? Schlotzsky's, for a mouthful of flavor. Find your flavors at Qdoba, Mexican Eats. BB Woodworks Player of the Game, every game. Lucky Day Heating and Air Conditioning. Thank you, Corey Crenshaw and crew. Legendary Tenders, Chicken Express. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Mentoring with a mission. Uplift Mentoring. When your pet is family, pause to remember. Wesley United Methodist Church. Worship, study, serve. Find your flavor at Wingstop, the wing experts. Temple Baptist Church, delighted to serve you. Great Plains Graphics, Shawnee's store for swag. Cazador.
We're back. 2nd down and 15 as the injured player was... Garrett McCurdy with another interception. Garrett McCurdy, touchdown, Shawnee Wolves! Garrett McCurdy with the interception and the 17-yard return for the touchdown.
Seems like deja vu, but that's another interception off the screen pass there for the Wolves. Garrett McCurdy is the beneficiary this time. And I'm no expert, but that screenplay is well scouted, well sniffed out by our Wolves defense right now. And 2 interceptions on the screen pass there. Great play there by Garrett McCurdy.
Gotta love it for the squad. As a leader goes down, they step up on the very next play with another defensive touchdown. Ben Falcon with another kick. That is good. Everything about homecoming night tonight has just been beautiful.
Absolutely. I mean, started with the opening kick. I mean, Dylan Simmons runs back the opening kick. But even before that, I mean, the chance to highlight these students here. Homecoming, I can think back to when I was in high school. It was just a fun time. Obviously, there's been a lot of festivities this week, so it's just been a great thing to be a part of.
Yeah, it really has been a beautiful night. And, I don't think I see the stars, but I don't know how it could be any more beautiful for football. It's not hot, but it's not too cold, but you feel it a little bit. There's a little moisture in the air, but not too much. I mean, this is just beautiful.
Great atmosphere. Obviously, the Wolves have been playing great for this first half, and so this is what it's about. A lot of people here coming back to see our Wolves take action tonight, and so it's been a fun night.
And Ben Falcon set with another kickoff, his seventh of the night here in the first half. It's going to be taken at the 20-yard line and brought down at the 25 immediately. And that is Riley Story on special teams.
So again, our defense trotting back out here. Great play there on the special teams, flying to the football. Eagles with the ball about on the 25-yard line.
And I have to give a shout-out to big Jace Bullock. He is my official captain of those special teams. And the special teams, Jace's special teams tonight have been performing well.
Hey, that's, again, a very integral spot on the football field is your special teams. And the guys that are on those special teams typically take a lot of pride in being able to be in that role. And so you got to love when a guy like Jace Bullock is able to take ownership and really be a star in his role.
I love it. And Edison looking to get it going again. The Wolves, the last two times Edison has had the ball, they've returned an interception for a touchdown. And going to be another play, motion somewhere.
False start, yep.
Another 5 yards back.
We'll back up the Eagles 5 yards, 1st and 15.
They're going to start 1st and 15 again. Stay with us. Halftime show should be phenomenal tonight with the band on homecoming night. And in the second half, I anticipate it'll probably be a running clock. So it'll probably go by pretty quick. Stay with us and enjoy this homecoming night for and with our Shawnee Wolves. It's 4:26 to go before halftime. 1st now and 15 from the 20. They're just going to go for it deep, and might be picked off again. Nope. Oh, going to be a flag thrown on Shawnee. I think both can go for the ball. I don't understand that flag.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they call here. It is going to be a defensive pass interference.
Maybe we have that on replay, but that's down on the opposite side of the field. Might not be able to see it too well, but Kevin Tyner is just going for the ball here. I just don't see that. Yeah. But that's a first down for Edison, as it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 35. I like the play from Kevin Tyner there. You want to be aggressive, and you want to go after that football. And he tried to high point it, just like the receiver was trying to high point it. Unfortunate. But that happens in every game. No matter the level of the game. It's okay.
It's first down for the Eagles.
Looking to pass again. They're going to go back to it over the middle. Flag late comes in. That's usually where holding is, and that's going to back them up. Another first down penalty for Edison, as they're going to go back to the 30 if we take it. Which we are. I'm sorry, back to the 25.
That's 2 passes now for the Eagles in a row as they are just trying to get something going. Obviously haven't had much success on the ground, and unfortunately for them, they've had 2 interceptions on their last 2 little screen plays. So they're trying to get some movement up the field, and fortunately right there, they had holding call, and so that fortunately for our Wolves, we are able to set our defense.
So Riley Story puts the pop on the runner, and again hooks there as well. And that's really the first time we've called Riley's name in this quarter.
I've been thinking to myself, I've been just telling myself they're running away from him based on the success he's had all year, because even if you run away from him, he still finds a way to make a play, as you see right there.
Another one of those super sophomores. And the Wolves, he's got time over the middle, just in and out of the hands. Barber and Laster there on the coverage. And that'll bring up 3rd down and long. I'm going to call it 17, Coach.
And it's great discipline there by Barber as the quarterback got that one out pretty quickly. And the receiver was running a little slant route there, and Barber just covered him very nicely, didn't get his hands involved, and was able to be disruptive there on the pass.
3rd down and long again for Edison, as the only first down really given up by penalty recently. With only 2 first downs, I believe, given up in the game. That's going to be incomplete. Tyner back there and Laster back there on the coverage. And punt team comes out again for Edison. And with recent pass, if they can get this punt away, that would be a success.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, and a lot can happen on this punt here. And as we have seen, our special teams has been very, very solid tonight. But it'll be our first time in a while seeing the offense coming back on the field.
And Braylon Laster, always dangerous, might keep that from happening. That's going to be blocked. And the Wolves get a block. We're going to see that on replay. We're going to see who made that block, but there were a bunch of them back there. I'm wondering if it was Jaden Smith coming through. Nope, is that Ramel? Was that Slaughter coming through? Let's try that again. Can we see that again? Coming from that far side is going to be the player, and I just didn't catch that number.
Might have been Travion Barber.
Might have been. Not sure who got that.
It's like Taglioni's back in on quarterback.
Great play again by the special teams, and this is going to be 1st and 10 from just the other side of the 10. The give to Garrett as McCurdy is going to be stopped at about the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard. We'll give him a yard.
Inside the 10-yard line.
And the Wolves set up here for another score as they start from the 12. He got inside the 10. We'll give him 2.
Nice little run there by McCurdy, keeping on the inside there. Again, Taglioni at the quarterback. You see number 11 there. And got Astala and Palmer on the left side here as receivers.
He's going to the outside. That's going to be tipped away. He was trying to get it out to KD, it looked like. Astala a little bit deeper in the route. He had the option. Just needed a little more air under that one.
Yeah, he got that one out quick. Put a lot of zip on that one. And it looked like he was maybe a step early on the throw as he had Palmer on the outside and, again, Stall over the top. So 3rd down here. Wolves still on the positive side of the 50 in the red zone.
The give is to McCurdy around that right side. He's got a gap. In for another touchdown, but there is a late flag thrown, and that's going to be holding on the Wolves. I didn't see who it was, but multiple officials saw it at the same time as those flags came abounding. That's going to negate any touchdown, as it's going to make it 3rd down and probably close to 17 yards.
Great run there nonetheless by McCurdy, as you see here on the replay, getting to the outside, and didn't see who the hold was on, but again, officials call the holding there, so it's going to bring the Wolves back to about the 19-yard line.
Moves the ball back to the 19-yard line.
So that's where it will be 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and 18 for Shawnee.
They can get just inside the 2. They can get a 1st down. Astala in motion. That's where he's going. Escala deep. Ball overthrown. No chance for the receiver. And let's see if they get Falcon out there. That's what they're going to do. As Christian Williams going to be that deep snapper. And Max Hilton going to be the holder.
Only looking for Stalla there on the third down pass. Just a little bit too long. Great throw there nonetheless. So it sets up the fourth down. Again, Falcon comes on for.
I love this. We need to be kicking field goals when we can. 36-yarder. Max taps. Falcon puts it up and through. It's not the prettiest, but he doesn't miss. Ben Falcon with another 3 points for the Wolves. 38-0. We got 2:19 to go before half. We will be right back.
All Safe Security. When you go with us, you're all safe. We solve home and business security needs. We install surround sound and can help with Ethernet wiring. Builder packages available. Keep all safe. Go with All Safe Security.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Gear up your family with unique request one-off orders at Bleacher Season online store. That's right, little brother, dad, and mom with clothes and gear unique to your family. A bunch of cool gear to order. Bleacher Season makes your idea a reality. Gear up for the games at bleacherseason.com.
37-yard field goal by Ben Falcon as he kicks off now, and it's going to be bobbled. The Wolves down there quick. Kevin Tyner with the tackle.
Another great kick there by Falcon. Returned by the Eagles up to about the 26-yard line where they will start.
With 2:12 to go in the half, the defense really spending a lot of time on the field, but it's not because they're not stopping them.
No, I mean, they've really been doing their job, especially early on first down, and a couple penalties have pushed the Eagles back to set them up even further. But our defense has been very stout tonight. A lot of pressure starting up front with Logan Skelton, and James Hooks have been very, very active tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see the freshman out there getting so many snaps here. Again, we've talked about him and just an outlook really bright for Hooks. And they tried that center of the line. Logan Skelton is just having none of it tonight. He's playing really well. It's good to see Jaquan out there on defense as well.
Yeah, and there's definitely a bit of a size advantage up front when especially you have a guy like Jaquan Evans who's going to have a size advantage over most of his counterparts. But even Logan Skelton, who's taken up a lot of space there in the middle, and so that's created a lot of problems for the Eagles on the run game.
And we see now the four-man front, Christian Williams on the close end as Story on the far end. Second down and a bad snap, and Edison's going to fall on it back at their own 14-yard line. Going to bring up third down and very long.
Third and long here, about a minute and 10 seconds left in the half. So don't know if we'll see the offense get back on the field, but right now the Wolves defense has been dominant. Very, very, very active and being disruptive, honestly. I mean, I'm kind of at a loss for words in terms of what they've been doing just because they're just so sound right now.
Well, dominant is a good one to use with the results that they have. We're quite positive that Edison is playing in the negative yardage zone over the duration of this game, and much of the success came on one play. It was in the opening drive where they got their first down, and so I guess 2 first downs they've earned and 1 on penalty, which I just would call unearned. But 3 first downs in the first half and really a lot of tackles for losses.
Yeah, and again, like you said, this is what you want to see with your team regardless of records. You want to see your team starting to trend in the right direction. And again, I think those 2 losses that we've suffered over the last couple of weeks have kind of reset our team. I know talking with Coach Madonna, it's been a lot of emotional internal check for our team, and so it's good to see our team in this position right now.
Yeah, I like to hear that, Coach, because you said it earlier, that's in the rearview mirror. You don't have to look at that anymore. What did we learn, and can we push it forward? Well, we can only talk about tonight now, and tonight in this first half, they're doing what they have to do.
Absolutely.
Halftime show coming up for you. We hope that you stay with us. We do anticipate a quick second half with a running clock. That's not official, but we anticipate it. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Together, we're building community one season at a time.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Kevin Hanna, Frontier Commercial Group, specializes in both commercial and residential real estate. Whether you're looking to secure the perfect commercial space or find your dream home, Kevin's team helps you achieve your real estate goals. Visit Kevin's interactive website to get started today. Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle repaired as it should be, back at top condition. Trust Downtown Auto Body, Main Street, Shawnee. At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli. Every detail tells a story, every sparkle a memory waiting to be made. At L's Jewelry, timeless craftsmanship meets modern elegance, designed for life's most precious moments. L's Jewelry is Shawnee's friendly jeweler.
Of Shawnee and the garage of Shawnee, both located off I-40 and Singapore Street, and both are proud sponsors of Shawnee Athletics. At this time, fans, please look to the field under the direction of head coach Miranda Malcolm. You are 2025-2026 Shawnee cheerleaders. And pause.
Where?
Give it up, Norfolk. Tonight, our cheer squad was joined by your 2025-2026 Shawnee Wolves Pump Squad. under the direction of Lydia Johnson. Give it up for her.
Good throw gets Bertram. And that's smashed. Nothing new.
Go time, showtime, get on your feet, it's my time. Go time, showtime, get on your feet.
Hey Mom, I got hurt playing volleyball and you forgot to pack my ibuprofen. You got hurt? That's okay, you just need some ibuprofen. Go to Eric's Pharmacy around the corner. They should have some.
Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary. Known for their friendly family welcomes and just as friendly exits, Fred's can service your vehicle needs. Make Fred's Tire and Battery your first stop when your vehicle needs service.
The Shawnee Pride of the Pack is under the direction of Joseph Craven, Desiree Whiteman, and Aaron Keene, with additional direction from Hayden Drummond, Kendall Farmer, Devin Irwinacker, and William Weldon. Soloists for tonight's performance include Troy Thomason and Gavin Wolf. The band is led by drum majors Alyssa Tomlin, Darius Irving, and your very own 2025-2026 homecoming queen, Kylie Sarton.
We want to beat down narrow over here. Huh? We want to beat down narrow. Wait, why not?
Drum majors, Alyssa Tomlin and Your Majesty, are you ready? The Pride of the Pack is proud to present their 2025 marching show, The Making of Medusa. Ladies and gentlemen, due to some lightning in the area, we are currently in a weather delay. Thank you for your patience and understanding. The safety of our community, our parents, our staff, and students is the number one priority.
Weather delay. We're going to quit our live stream now. We will return with the second half. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV.
McElroy and Owens Funeral Group, your loved one never leaves our care. From your first phone call at the time of loss through final resting, we are with you. Stop by McElroy and Owens for a visit today.
Get answers to your insurance questions from the insurance guy at the mall, Jim Pierce. As a part of what we do, you know I like to make recommendations of places or people that I think can help in our community. And as I've gotten older and I am closing in on Medicare and insurance needs, I really had a bunch of questions because throughout my life, I really just basically had to sign something and other people would just take care of that aspect of life. I ran into the insurance guy at the mall, Jim Pierce. I got to know him, and he made it so easy for me to understand and transition off of a typical type of insurance into the Medicare realm. Man, that relieved a lot of pressure from me. And I thought, you know, I need to tell people about this. I need to tell you, if you are approaching Medicare, if you're approaching the age of 60, or maybe you're older than 60 or late 50s, or if you just have insurance questions about your health insurance, Jim Pierce is really an easy guy to sit down and talk with, and he gives you straightforward answers while you're there. He'll ask you your information, put it into the computer, and just talk you through different options, and it's no obligation. Nothing did he ever pressure me to actually purchase something from him. But man, he sure gained my trust with the answers that he was able to give me and the peace of mind and peace of heart he was able to give me in this complicated realm of insurance, and especially as I approach 60. I am still just a kid at 60, but Jim Pierce, I recommend to you for any of your health insurance questions. Give Jim a call and let him advise you with your